Now, one thing is for certain is that there are a handful of Star Wars projects that a lot of fans are really anticipating, such as the Kenobi series, the Book of Boba Fett, also known as a show that's going to be all killer, no filler, such as what Robert Rodriguez said. And we also have Mando Season 3 and 4, and so on and so forth. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars material. Also, by the way, if you guys would like to go ahead and check me out at Mike01 on Twitter, you guys can go ahead and do so if you would like to. Now, when we go ahead and examine everything that's happening between Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they all have a lot on their plate. I mean, let's be honest, they are working on over a dozen Star Wars projects. They recently got a lot of major promotions over at Lucasfilm that allows them to actually hold more creative power over many of the projects that they're not even writing and or directing, and even some of the books, novels, and comics, and even video games out there that Jon and Dave are going to have some form of control over. So it's going to create this atmosphere that's going to feel very much, very much consistent, very much in line with the roots of Star Wars, the vision by George Lucas, and everything in between. And I think that's one of the main reasons as to why fans are beginning to get a little bit more hopeful about the future. You know, the Book of Boba Fett, I believe, is going to be better than The Mandalorian because it's a very familiar face. It's going to be done by Robert Rodriguez in very fun ways. I do suggest that you guys go ahead and check out his films. But on top of this, the thing that really does catch my interest is exactly what's about to come by Disney CEO Bob Chapek and what he's about to unveil to the fans that's really gonna bring the Star Wars fans together, reunite the entire Star Wars fandom. And yes, over the past couple of years, we've had Star Wars in a cycle of ups and downs. Bob Chapek wants to just create a graph where everything is just going upwards. That's what he wants to do. So, with that being said, now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are focusing on their new Star Wars projects, like the Book of Boba Fett, as well as Mando Season 3 and 4, Disney CEO Bob Chapek is preparing to make a big and major announcement for the holiday season that will take fans by surprise. It's described that Bob Chapek is currently organizing a massive reveal for the month of November that will involve the unveiling of the brand new design of Mara Jade into the Star Wars canon and how she will evolve into the form of live action. Now, this is set to be teased during the other reveals of the new Star Wars shows. The reveal of Mara Jade is set to give fans a direct view of her new lightsaber as well, that is actually said to be promised to stay true to Star Wars Legends with very slight differences. Not just that, but also Disney is set to also give fans a big sneak peek at Luke and Grogu's training for The Mandalorian Season 3 in order to get fans hyped for what's to come in 2022. Now, like I say, guys, I mean, that image that dropped a couple of weeks ago, that already got a lot of fans excited. Now, this is said to be a major strategy that is being put together by the Disney CEO in order to ensure that the fans can stay interested in the franchise before the Kenobi series and other shows air next year. Now, the footage for both Luke and Grogu's training is said to also begin filming as early as mid-September, that will be teased during the big announcement this November. Not just that, but also a part of this big announcement, Disney is actually set to announce a total of 5 brand new Star Wars TV shows that will indeed revolve around Force-related characters, followed by more TV show announcements at Star Wars Celebration. Also, new details on Taika Waititi's movie will be dropped during this time as well. Bob Chapek is also organizing something special for the announcement that will also involve a first look at Anakin Skywalker by Hayden Christensen for the Kenobi TV series that will be done through a series of photos and clips from behind the scenes of the much-awaited TV show for Disney+, as well as new details of the plot of the show. Now, Jon Favreau is also set to reveal Grogu's new design for the 3rd season this November. Grogu is said to have a brand new outfit which indicates his Jedi training between himself and Luke, being the very center of the plot of the new season of Mando. All of this is currently being prepped for November. That is going to be hours worth of reveals for the entire Star Wars fandom to take in and analyze for months on end to keep them occupied until new shows drop in 2022. I want to really kind of focus on two major things that excite me the most here. Everything that has to do with Mara Jade's new design and her new design into the Disney canon, and how it's going to pay homage to her design in Star Wars Legends and how that's going to be teased. Also, a first look at Anakin Skywalker. What can we really expect out of this? Well, given that yes, it is Disney, don't expect to see anything too revealing when it comes to Anakin Skywalker's design in Kenobi. Most likely, it could very well be side shots or rear shots of Anakin Skywalker in the Kenobi series. It could be something just as simple as that, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, given that new TV shows are about to be announced at Star Wars Celebration next year, alright, they're also going to be unveiling more at this major announcement for this November. So this November is going to be a very interesting month because we're having all of these hours worth of reveals. All of this material dropping by Bob Chapek, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George, to really hype up the fans, to really take everything in and just examine things. And I like that. I like how they're giving the fans something to look forward to in late 21 to occupy themselves until next year. So the Kenobi series, they're trying to push this thing for spring of next year, followed by The Bad Batch Season 2. Then, of course, you got Andor and Mando Season 3. So there's a lot going on for next year. Of course, Carl Weathers was able to reveal that filming, yes, does begin filming this September for Mando Season 3, so they're moving along very, very well. About Mara Jade, I know some fans out there are a little so-so on this. Some fans think that Mara should stay out of live action, others think that she should actually definitely be a big part of it. There's a little bit of a divide there on how fans really feel about Legends really coming back into Star Wars. A lot of fans are worried that it might be Disneyfied a little bit too much. I don't believe so. Given of what Dave Filoni said today during that Luke Skywalker reveal, he wants to create that good feeling again in Star Wars. He feels that Star Wars deserves to have that good feeling. And I respect that, I really do. Jon and Dave, let's not forget, these are people that are really dedicated to the franchise, true fans. Dave is the true protege of George Lucas. Jon Favreau is the very first person to have created a live-action TV series. Let's give him that credit. I think that they're really going to nail it when it comes to this new expanded universe that's only going to begin big time in 2022, and so on and so forth. So the 2020s, it's going to be very much TV show oriented with movies on the side. And it's going to be interesting to see how the fans are really going to take that, you know? So let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.